So let me start by asking a question. When it comes to personal growth, spiritual growth, evolution, what is the one most important quality that is needed? Now, of course, I can't hear you. I guess people will say love, acceptance, belonging, kindness, compassion, and all those qualities are really essential and needed. But if I were to tell you from my own personal experience that one quality which is really needed, and that is self discipline. So this video is not so much about self-discipline, which I have spoken about in my previous videos. This video is about a question associated with self-discipline, which is quite often asked, and something which was really intriguing to me also once upon a time, and which is, what is the difference between self-discipline and suppression? Let's say you love to eat chocolates and you are very fond of eating chocolates, and then you decide that I'm going to stop eating chocolates. Now, is it self-discipline or is it so you're suppressing your desire? And that's a confusion a lot of people have. So before I talk about the difference between self-discipline and suppression, let me start by sharing a story to you. Now imagine there's a small child, and children being children, he loves to play with fire, or he is very intrigued with fire, and his parents tell him, look, you're not supposed to play with fire, you're not supposed to put your fingers in the fire, and if you do that you will be punished, and if you don't do that you'll also be rewarded. Now the child, because of his fear of his parents, doesn't touch the fire or doesn't put his fingers in the fire. Now, it so happens that one day the parents go away and there's no one at home. And now this is just an imaginary situation. And there is a small diya or a fire. And this child takes his finger and puts it in the fire. Now, my question is, do you think after that day, that child will ever put his finger in the fire? Now, this wisdom that he has gained, or this discipline that he has gained of not playing with fire, is not coming because his parents have said that to him. It's coming through his own personal experience. Now, that is self discipline, which he has learned through his own experience that this is not good for me. And that's very important. When we talk about yoga or the science of training our mind, there's another aspect to yoga, which is bhoga, which means you need to undergo some kind of experiences in life to really know the value of self-discipline. Otherwise, just by listening to spiritual teachers, gurus, and reading books, quite often it is really just intellectual knowledge. It is not your own wisdom which you have earned through your own personal experience, through your own tears, through your own sweat. So essentially what I'm trying to say over here is that people get scared that if I experience something that I may get attached to it, or should I do it or should I not do it? All these kind of questions. And there are so many attractions around food, around sex, around all kinds of attractions are there. What should I do? Should I do it? Should I indulge in it? Should I not do it? Am I suppressing it? So here are 3 tips or 3 things that I can tell you which help me and perhaps maybe of help to you. The first thing is, when you're disciplining yourself, don't overdo it, which means if you're in grade 1, then don't try to jump to grade 12. It is gradual. So discipline yourself according to your capacity, according to your ability. Don't overdo it. Maybe if you're in the habit of eating junk food, then maybe have junk food only once a week or twice a week, but not too much. Maybe don't stop it altogether. So gradual progression according to your capacity is important. The second thing in self-discipline, which is very helpful, is that you must have a purpose. Quite often people don't have a purpose, and hence their energy gets channelized towards all instant gratification, bad habits, and all those kind of things. But if you have a higher purpose, then your energy is channelized in that direction, and it's not going downwards towards all your bad habits, which are pleasure seeking habits. So having a higher purpose is very important for self-discipline, and then it's natural. And the third thing is, have faith. No matter what happens, sometimes you're disciplined, sometimes you're indisciplined, sometimes you indulge yourself. It's fine. Eventually, we are all progressing and we are all evolving. I see spiritual journey or evolution like going in a train. Let's say you're in a train from Bombay, you're going to Delhi, and you walk backward from the first compartment towards the last compartment. And if the train is going from Bombay to Delhi, even if you walk backward in a moving train, you will still reach Delhi. So no matter what happens in your life, life is essentially the universe is a university where we have all come to learn and grow. And essentially, no matter what happens in our life, we will learn and grow. So learn to have faith. So I'll end with a quote with this famous Indian philosopher Jiddu Krishnamurti, who says, "Self-discipline is not about suppression and control. It is a mind that knows what is and has learned from what was." Namaste. Thank you.